9 years, I treat you like family. But what do I get in return? Huh?
Well, so guys, as you can see, niko set. Hivi ndo inafeel kukuwa set. Ni mavidonda tu. Naona tu ni mavidonda. Eh. So huyu ndio stuntman mwenye nafanya kazi na yeye kwa hii kazi. His name is Azenga Chanzu.
No, my name is Chanzu.
Haya, sawa sawa basi.
BTS inapata BTS. If I was to describe Fight to Live in 3 words, it will be 1, ambitious, 2, uh, experimental, and 3, rewarding. I am Robin Mwangi, the creative director, producer, and founder of Robin's Nest Production. Project Fight to Live came as a result of a collaboration between various artists, various creative people that really helped to bring this vision to life. I can't take all the credit to this project specifically because without the people behind me, I couldn't have made it this far. I'd say that with the kind of collaboration that we got for this, nitasema tu asante because it was a lot.
Sindo. Tutafanya. Tutafanya.
Without the two lead characters, played by Chanzu and Anthak Mag, we really couldn't get this project off the ground. The story was actually inspired by a video that they did in school, and in my mind, I remember asking myself if these people could actually accomplish this good of a job with 30 seconds. What if we actually explored this and did something with this set of skills? And that's how Fight to Live initially came to be. I approached the two lead characters and I told them about the idea I had in mind, and wakaniambia we shughulika na story, hiyo mambo ingine, mambo ya vita, mambo ya choreography, just tuachie sisi. Basing the narrative on that 30 seconds clip, I had a lot to do because one, I had to come up with the conflict, and that's where Biggie came in. I remember I struggled with the conflict a lot because I was asking myself what kind of conflict could put these two characters in a room together where a fight would ensue. And the moment Biggie clicked for me as a primary conflict for this story, I remember everything else came into place because once you figure out the conflict, from there ni putting the pieces together. So once I got Biggie in mind, it was up to adding the stakes huku kando, knowing what we're going to do with the characters, and then from then on deliver it on paper.
Yangu ni natural. Bro. Yangu ni natural. Amefanya hivyo kidogo tusikie hapa outside. Unajua nilikuwa na the mask day fulani. The mask ile scene yenye na nini alikuwa anaunda balloon. Unaona kitu hapa ndani na kwa gani. Kama uliona
with the props, the crucial part with the props actually ni the part where we're using the knife. With my crew members, we had to figure out how to safeguard our cast members, because with the use of the knife in the scene, there were a couple of movements which we couldn't actually risk using the actual knife, so we had to create a prop knife, which we could use interchangeably with the actual knife. And at first actually tulikuwa tunaona ni kama itakuwa very noticeable to the audience with the shine and the look of the prop, but let's just say it came out well. When it came to the costuming, for Biggie's costume, that was done by Valisha Art. Valisha Art tulipata connection from a friend of ours, Kamsilele Prince, asante sana. And for Steve MK's the primary goon, that was the work of our first AD, Sam. When it came to the makeup of it all, which I think was done really well, I'd like to shout out Popsy, Emily Wangoi, and really thank her for the amazing work that she did. For the choreography, this was probably one of the hardest challenges I've had to encounter until now when it came to film and everything artistic, because we had to know what we are going to present to the audience, and with that came the task of finding the suitable references. Considering we're not trained martial artists, well, not all of us, some in the production are, including Anthag, Chanzu, and our fight choreography supervisor, that is Steve MK. So besides them, the rest of us had nothing to do with the martial arts. And with the references, the first reference that we all were in unison of using it in this production was a certain clip from IP Man 3 to be specific. It is the fight scene between Donnie Yen and Mike Tyson. I remember watching that scene for the first time, and it was really good. And besides that reference, we used some from Raid, the Raid franchise, and some we took inspiration from Indian movies, because I, for one, am a very dedicated fan to Indian movies. I like how they choreograph their scenes, and I took a bit of inspiration from those films. So when it came to executing those moves on set, I'd say that was actually one of the hardest challenges that we faced, because yes, we had done the choreographies and we had done the rehearsals before, but ikifika kwa ground and you actually have to shoot it, you have to plan for the camera, where the characters are, how you're going to block them, how the camera is supposed to move. That was the main challenge because, as I said, we had never done this before. I had never done this before, so it was a bit of a challenge. From the get-go, I knew that we needed very good visuals, and with that comes the desire to use very advanced equipment. And so we knew from the get-go what we wanted to present on the screen for our views. The equipment used to capture the film, we used 2 sets of cameras. The main camera was the Sony FX30, a cinema line camera. The other set consisted of the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, which comes with a built-in gimbal system. The DJI really came in handy, especially with the movement shots that are present, especially hapo kwa the fight scene. When it came to the post-production process, I'd say it wasn't as smooth to begin with because, one, we had a log of very heavy footage that personally could not be handled without a good system, and due to the time that we were shooting, a bit of challenges were coming up, and without the help of one of our very good friends and collaborators, Paul Washira, I'd say he's the one who was responsible for managing our post-production. He provided the editing services, and from there on tuliweza compile the footages. And when it came to the pacing of the film, at first ilikuwa a bit of a challenge until the DIT came into the picture, Emmanuel Chege. He helped us with the final look of the film. Alisaidia hapa na pale with the supervision of the post-production. He came in, helped out. Tulikuwa hapo si wote, the first AD, second AD, the DIT, me involved with the editing, and I'd say they helped with choosing the best out of what we had shot. And so after tulikuwa tusha compile the whole sequence, from there on it was figuring out what kind of score we wanted, what kind of sound effects we needed to use, and the soundtracks that would match the feeling of the film. The final cut of the movie really surpassed my expectations. As I was writing it, the vision was, let's say, not as fulfilled as what came out to be. Tulikuwa na the rough idea, and then when multiple people came in to collaborate, they elevated the story to a place where hata mimi as the creator for this story, as I was watching it unfold, nilikuwa nashtuka because sikuwa nimejiprepare for how it would have turned out. Personally, it really exceeded my expectations, especially kwa department ya action. What I had in mind and what came out, I wouldn't want to say they were really different, but it was an upgrade which hata mimi mwenyewe sikuwa mimi. And to that I say thank you to everyone mwenye alinisaidia to bring this to fruition. And even as we go to the second volume of the story, I really hope that the same collaborators and more watakuja in the picture and help us elevate the storytelling to another level. Yes, thank you. This is the most rewarding project that I have ever put myself into, and the fact that at the beginning of last year, I really didn't think I was ready to do an action this early in my career. So I'd say personally it was a humbling experience, and it was really, really challenging, difficult at times, especially with finances, because it took a lot to execute this vision, and with the help of those people around me and those who actually put their faith in my vision and wakanisaidia kuipeleka to the next level. I'd say that was the most rewarding process of it all. As we began the shooting, actually the nature was against us at times, and let's just say venye ilikam, but it was really rewarding. Everyone who was involved, they put their best foot forward, and personally I can't thank them enough. Hadi wanajua, I can't thank them enough for what came out of the vision that I had. So to that I say thank you to them and to the audience, and I hope you enjoy what we created for you. Asanteni.
Niambie.
Welcome to my YouTube channel.
Mtu?
I am Chai Moto.